No, you're all good. Welcome to
Okay.
the Last Life Card Pod. I'm your host, Rush. This here is Oxman. We're on the final
Respect.
episode of the season, technically. But, obviously, we keep on going because of ROSTERMANIA, which we'll be talking about later on. But, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I'm great. Had a little bit of time off because we've got the beta next week, and then we're back to it. So, well, I say a little bit of time. Took a day off.
Like one day.
Yeah, we took one day and we're back already. So yeah, we're back. EWC has finished. EWC's concluded, as you can see. Um, pretty. I don't know how to feel about EWC. It feels a bit underwhelming, but it also was like a good experience to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was it was a very good thing to witness.
It was all right. Yeah. The matches were good, but like it just there was just something about it. I don't know. I think it's just because it's EWC. Like it isn't champs.
Yeah.
Um,
It's after the pinnacle, so you kind of
Yeah,
just like
literally, we hit the peak and then we play another tournament afterwards. I get this for a
yeah.
lot of money, but there still doesn't feel like there's enough buzz around the tournament, so that might just be it for me. But I did enjoy watching the teams play one last time, and as I said, yeah, the beta is in a week, so we have had like no time. It's just straight bang, bang, bang. Everything's hitting
Yeah.
all at once. So I
Yeah.
mean, we'll
I
get
like
started with the group stage. I got, I think one prediction came through on my. Yeah, it would have been because I had G2, Gentlemates, Thieves, and Face. So only Thieves got one for me. So instantly my predictions were gone. Um,
so we've learned
straight
never
away.
let Dan do predictions again. We've
Well,
learned
I
every
mean,
time
go.
I've not been here and you've done predictions, the predictions have not gone well.
Yeah, well,
Twice.
well, we get started with this first game. So like we had the G2 versus Heretics game, which was an absolute banger. Um, and the coming into it, G2 were looking stellar. They had beaten everyone they had played. Heretics looked quite bad actually, and then all of a sudden Heretics just hit a new form. I don't think anyone had
Yeah.
Heretics going on a run. Never mind winning this first game. So I mean, yeah, we went through. It was a close hard point into a close S&D. Um, and then Heretics ran away to go 3 up. G2
Mm.
making an ultimate comeback to go and take it to game 7, and then Heretics showing why they're so good at S&D, which was a key part of their run. Um, but yeah, this one I think I remember had highlights. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if we post any, but um, oh, this was the Saturday 2 o'clock game, so I would have been at work for the start of that one.
Yeah. We didn't see the
Yeah,
beginning of it.
I remember seeing the ending though. I didn't watch the first two maps, but I remember seeing the ending.
Yeah, where
Uh,
they stretched the fused and
yeah,
stuff.
they stretched the fuse on Sake. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
well.
serious red card because they actually would have won that. Would they? They wouldn't have won that. We would have gone round 11, and then anything could happen in round 11. Heretics. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do in it. If it's
Get the
only
money.
affects if it
You
only affects your
collect the
scrims, then go for it.
yeah.
Uh,
Scrims, by the way, for next year. Like,
yeah. Yeah, first week of next year. Wow, crazy. Falcons versus Gentlemates. Falcons come through with a 4-3 win in an absolute banger of a match. The crowd completely against Falcons. We get another round 11. Another round 11. Another game 7, sorry.
yeah,
Um, where it was back and forth. This was where this is the match where Kismet and Excellent both just popped off in game 7, one of the two 1v3s,
yeah.
which was unreal. Yeah,
On Den.
the clips of
Yeah,
that,
Den.
yeah, on Den, Den game
Yeah.
7 was unbelievable. Um, and Aluka popped off as well for a couple plays as well. Uh, but yeah, Gentlemates going out so early was something I didn't predict because the crowd was so good. I
Yeah,
thought the
crowd.
crowd was gonna buff them, but they
If
didn't really cheat as much in the S&D. They kind of did. They kind of did, but they didn't cheat as much.
I mean, I think everyone was. I think every team, if they wanted your side to win, they were shouting.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll get more into that when it gets worse when it was against Optic. Thieves was 4-0 Koi. They went and picked them. They just went absolutely rolled them. There was
Business
no
as usual.
notes. Huh?
Yeah, business as usual. Just,
Yeah, it looked pretty comfortable from the boys of Thieves. Luckily, they went reduced how long we were there for because the final game, as you can see, was at 9:20 our time, which was just like a tiring game until we just all of a sudden just hit flow state. Was it? It was
Optic.
map 4. Yeah, map 4 was the frequency. 100-point club in phase to go and knock them out the tournament
Yeah.
with a 4-0. No one thought that was going to happen. We saw the game start at 9:20. We're like, oh god, this is going to be game 7. We're going to be here until the
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
hours, which would have been perfect for the American audience, but not for us. But then Optic just roll phase and phase just fight nothing. I don't know. We'll go talk about this. Do you think FaZe were just on like coasting? They were just like, yeah, we've already won champs. We already won the actual tournament that people care about. And
Yeah.
yeah, because
Maybe.
I don't think FaZe are obviously gonna be like, yeah, we don't want to win. But I feel like they're at a point where they were 3-0 down and they're like, well, I mean, we already won champs. Like, unlucky.
Yeah. In the back of your head. It's in the
GG
back of
go
your head at
next
the
year.
moment. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll run it. We'll run it
Where
back.
Optic, where Optic, this is everything to them because everyone's just calling them chokers and saying, "Oh, you didn't win the actual
Yeah.
tournament." They need to like recoup something. Even though it's hilarious to me now that EWC matters now that Optic won it,
Yeah. It's
which it
always
did.
mad.
No,
It's
it
always
no,
mad.
it didn't.
Yes, it has. It's mad since year one. It's the reason that face team stuck together. It always matters.
Yeah, and because they were just there was nowhere else to go for them.
No,
I
no,
mean, look at
no, no,
this
no,
year.
no. It
Look at
was all
this year.
EWC. No, no, no. It was all EWC, mate. I remember.
Yeah, look at this year. Like that phase team probably could have rolled everyone this year if they stuck. Think about how good Celium was this year, and then Abizi was pretty good when the meta changed. Imagine Simple Abizi as a sub duo this year if they went and stuck.
Hey,
Especially because they were amazing in Black Ops 4, and then the NPC was like a proper SMG meta, and you have Simple and Abizi as your two SMGs. That would have been better than Simple 04, and Simple 04 won champs.
yeah, fair.
And then you go Draza Abuza, and Celium was easily the one of the best players in the league this year on Falcons, which was a struggling team. You go and do Draza Celium. Celium's just an upgrade to Abuza. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
no, hey,
I feel like they go I feel
maybe
like they
had
go
the wrong
wrong.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they broke up during the wrong time.
Yeah,
It's
I mean they picked the wrong time to break up, but then they might
but
not have been mentally checked in.
chase your bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, speaking of Celium though, like chasing his bag, they get absolutely rolled. This was the first game on Sunday, and we were just like, what the hell's just happened? Falcons come in after an amazing win against Gentlemates, and it was like, okay, well, they have a chance to go this whole way. They've got Heretics
Yeah.
as their next match. They've just beaten Gentlemates. They've got a free ride to the finals, and then Heretics go, no, no, no.
Not
and
today. We're doing this shit.
and they absolutely roll Falcons. I say roll. The games were close, but a 4-0 is a 4-0 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, Heretics were looked insane, and you're like, oh wait, they could win this tournament because, I mean, they were 4-0 Falcons, and it's on the day card. Like they've got one
They,
game away
they
from
got
going to.
momentum. Like they can run this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the same time, Optic are going to a grueling game 7 against Thieves. Could have
Yeah.
gone either way. Somehow they won 7-2 in the S&D.
Yeah, that's better, bro.
Yeah, they're just so good. They won 7 rounds in the S&D. Um,
Yeah,
but
damn good.
yeah, it was also looking scary for Optic because they start off 2-0 down. So this is a comeback in some sorts. They go up 3-2. In a best of 5 series, that's it. They've just won. But then Thieves
Yeah.
come back. We go game 7, and then game 7. I don't actually can't actually remember what the score is, but it definitely wasn't 7-2. Um,
No,
might have
it
been
was 6-2.
6-2. I think it was just
I
a
want to say
roll.
it was 6-2. Yeah, it was, and then
Yeah.
keys were broken, and they had to come out and play the third match. So it was
Yes.
pain.
Yes. So we'll just go down to it. Like the third place match, Falcons versus Thieves.
Where they went down 3-0.
Absolutely hilarious. It looked like Thieves did not want to play. They were down 3-0, and then someone went and called up and said, you get 80K for winning this, and they went and turned it up and
Please lock in.
reverse swept a best of 7. It was, yeah, lock-in was the exact right thing because they looked deflated, and then they came into game 4 and they just rolled. They were
Yeah.
6-0 to game 5. They 4-1 game 6, and then they go and like this was like, oh shit, they might go and win this, and they did. They went and showed Falcons that they were actually the better team, and then that brings us to the grand finals, where Optic played Heretics, and
Victory.
Optic they go and win the first 2 maps. Heretics bring it back to 2-2, and we have a game in our hands. Optic then run away with 2 more maps, putting them onto match point. S&D goes and saves Heretics as always, but the story of all year, Optic's hardpoint is just way too good. Even
Hmm.
though they lost a grueler in game 4, they are just the best hardpoint team of the year, and that is what wins them EWC 2026. Um, and
Victory.
that leaves the standings as follows: Optic, Heretics, Thieves, Falcons. Upsetting tournament for teams like FaZe and Gentamates coming fifth to eighth is not ideal for them because they'll be
Hmm.
looking to win every tournament they're playing. Um, a little bit of an improvement from G2 and Koi, but then again, they were around that spot for champs as well. So um, I think the craziest part was 3 pro teams going out before the 3 challengers teams, because
3 amateurs games, yeah.
and the fact that it was C9 as well. You would expect this to be the 13th to 16th. You'd
Yeah.
expect this to be 9th to 12th,
Yeah.
which is crazy because that was the flip side. You thought a mid would beat C9, and you thought the other pro teams would go and beat the challengers teams, and it was the
But
complete opposite. And that's a 20K
yeah.
difference for some of these teams, which would have been spending a lot of money for 2 challengers tournaments this year in Paris. In Paris, 1 challengers tournament in Paris, one in Birmingham. Um, all
And
these
one
these
in
American
Atlanta as
teams,
well.
huh?
Was there one in Atlanta as well, wasn't there? Around?
Well, yeah, there was one in Texas, one in Atlanta, but that's not flying overseas and cost 10 grand.
But I mean, Pit EU.
Yeah, the pit on the other hand, but this is the pit's first ever tournament
Yeah, fair.
because copyright hasn't paid for a team before because he's a content creator for Project Notorious. Um, so yeah, that's it for EWC. I mean, it was a good tournament. Um, fair play to Optic. Like Optic were the best team of the whole year. No, you have to give them credit because Optic were a good team, and
They had like,
if they
yeah,
only
like
won one
second all
tournament in the
year.
whole year, um,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's they were the most consistent team. They are on the run for being a dynasty. Dynasty. I
Yeah.
don't know why I said it like an American. They are on the run for being a dynasty. Um, so there is always a what's it that looming over their head next year. But we're going to talk about free agents and potential retirement speculations. So the first, as soon as ROSTERMANIA started, Ghosty instantly free agent, unrestricted as well, which is quite an important thing we have to look through on all of these people. Not too far afterwards, Envoy says that he's also an unrestricted FA. Same for Nasty. 3 great players on the market already. Uh, I, I saw something green and I was like, yeah, it's about time. So yeah, um, Ghosty, Envoy, Nasty. That's like a great team as is. So you go right there. We have Rancor and Super as well. This is quite interesting to me because I thought Heretics were going to be the only team that kind of like stuck together. I thought
Yeah.
EWC would be enough to go and keep them together, but apparently. that doesn't matter at all to them. And if they were going to build around anyone, I thought they would build around these two rather than Real and Metals. It's
Yeah,
actually quite
'cause these
interesting.
were your
Yeah,
performers, weren't
these two are the
they?
best players. Um, so yeah, then Mamba and Nero are unrestricted FAs from Surge, as there is speculation that Surge are going for Pred and Sib again.
Yeah,
Um,
running it back.
Speculation. Everything has to be speculation right now because we won't know anything
Until we know.
properly until about 2-3 weeks from now,
Yeah,
because it is a domino effect, really, isn't it? Because we're still sat on where Simp is gonna go, we're sat on
mm,
where's Scrap gonna go, where's Hydra gonna go. If they all
okay,
team
yeah.
together, then all of a
Who's
sudden,
gonna retire? Like, what's
yeah,
going on?
there is, yeah, it's literally coming in day by day. And then Estriel and Neptune have both been restricted FAs. That's one of the most interesting clues, is that Joe's staying and an SMG role has opened up, which it looks like Gentlemates are going for Hydra and Simp. Are they going to team together? Probably not, but they'll probably go for one of them.
Yeah,
The Simp lottery, I think, is the better one to go for, because um, Simp is a all-time great. Hydra
yeah,
is
yeah.
also a great player. Don't get me wrong, but I think Simp is just one of the most decorated players ever. Well, he is yeah, one of the most decorated
It
players
just
ever.
depends how much they weigh the French thing.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, And it also, yeah, it really just depends because Simp he's looking at, what is it, Phase, Gentlemates, and Falcons are all in there for him, and
Yeah.
apparently Falcons are offering 900k a year to
So,
Simp. Um,
what going over that
but
point?
the thing is, the Gentlemates have the money to keep up with that, and the following. Uh, one of the things as well is, if you want to have a legacy like someone like Simp, he's already won enough. As is, like he may want to take a little bit of a pay cut, like he did for FaZe, to go and keep
Yeah,
Celium, Beezy, and Draza, making that team. He might want to take a pay cut to go and play for Gentamates, to be one of the most recognized players in the world
yeah.
and supported by literally everyone, because um yeah, it's one of them things that you got to take into account for um for your legacy. If you want to go for that route, if you want to go for money, absolutely follow Celium, because you follow the Celium back, but then get an extra 100k a year more on it, plus whatever signing
Exactly.
bonuses and prize pool.
And wins and
Yeah,
whatever, yeah.
but I feel like Simp joining back up with Celium. One of the things that I did see was the Simp will only join Falcons if they get rid of Exted. Um,
Get him gone.
Supposedly, allegedly. So I think if you're, that would also weigh into it as well, because if Falcons are not willing to get rid of Exnid, then it becomes a
Oh,
two-way
Exodus,
between.
he's like that golden boy in it. Like, you don't want to get rid of.
Yeah, Golden Boy with one of the worst S&D KDs in the
Yeah,
league.
well, what are you gonna
I don't know
do?
if I don't know if you've seen the clip of
Yeah.
Dashi. Yeah, 68th in a 48 players league, which is incredible. Yeah, he could be the golden ball boy all he wants, but if that happens, then it becomes a phase Gentlemates two-way.
Yeah.
Um, we'll go on to Optic. We'll go and talk about Dashi. That's what I was looking for. There we go. We'll talk about Dashi. So he pulls this off. Is retirement imminent for you?
Is it
Is retire
is it
imminent?
in the cards?
Because I see this, and I see this as like the thank God we did it, and I'm done. That's how I see it. But
Fair.
how do you see it? How do you see it as an Optic fan?
I see it as a we've won. Let's go again. Run it back.
Yeah, that is something like
I think it's just a victory moment. He's like,
yeah.
thank fuck, we won. Let's
You
go.
you see it with competitors all the time. In sports and esports, is that like he may have been checked out and he may have thought that this is the last year, but something like this may be the catalyst to keeping him for another year.
And he might just be pulling a formal, and just copying
Yeah,
what formal did. And be like, when I win, I'm gonna do this because it'd be funny.
yeah. But
Now everyone thinks he's retiring.
Yeah, I just yeah. Well, I'm just saying like it might have been that he's been talking about it with people, and then winning this might just be the engagement to go and start up a new season with the team and stick together.
Yeah.
It might like if they lost, they might have been well, I'm done with COD like
Yeah.
and out. But winning this is like okay, I'm out. But personally, I like leaving on the on a win is like probably the
The
most
best thing.
typical thing you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, everyone remembers your last tournament as a win. Like you are, and it like yeah, it was Shotzi who was MVP, but he definitely deserved to be in the shout as well. He was unbelievable over
Yeah.
the weekend. He's been great this entire year. It's crazy the story of Dashi as a whole. If he does retire, we'll probably have to do a whole thing about it because he literally has gone from like teaming with Doug in World War Two, and like he was at the boot camp with Optic, and then the next year he's at the boot camp as an Optic player, and then he
Yeah.
goes and wins his first event with Optic, and then goes on a slump, gets called one of the most selfish players there is, gets called one of the most selfish players there is, and then goes and gets dropped from the team, which when shocked everyone. Everyone's been
Yeah.
going back to that Optic Chicago drop-in tweet, and everyone's like, "What the hell just happened?" And then Scump retires and goes and gives him
Brings
a
him back.
spot again. Yeah, and
Like,
it
come
gives
on
him a
back, boy.
second life, and he's just redefined himself, and then he's had the career that he should have had.
Yeah.
It's a somewhat similar way to Hook as well is that like he just went and did that. But um, now I want to speculate if he does retire, who is the replacement? Is it Scrap? Is it Hydra?
No, it can't be Hydra. 'Cause it's not.
Well, yeah, if someone you can switch roles. You don't like.
Yeah, I get that, but you want to stick. Like they've been playing so well. Surely they'd want to stick to the roles that they're playing. You know?
Yeah, but Hydra could come in as an AR. He could come in as a flex.
I mean,
We don't know what
uh,
the next game says. The next game might be SMG heavy, and then running around with three SMGs might be. Because you think about
maybe,
this year, three NPCs would have ran every team. You let Merc run an AR, and everyone runs an NPC. Just
maybe,
go wild.
maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever they pick up, is whoever they pick up. But I don't.
Uh,
I also don't think like picking up scrap wouldn't be like very smart.
you reckon? Is it because of Scrap's
Well, because
playstyle?
yeah, it's similar to Mercury, isn't it? So
Yeah. Go.
you can really like. Well, I mean, you probably could figure it out just by slaying everyone, which they probably would do. But you haven't got that
Yeah.
person to make the sacrifice play.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it would go back to someone like Hook, and
Yeah,
Hook was that player, and he got scapegoated, and when
yeah,
he's come back, he's been given a lot more freedom to go and play how he wants to play, which meant as someone like Dashi has had to go and fill in, and that's where
yeah,
I like bring up that Ghosty probably would be a better pickup than Scrap, even though the Scrap is infinitely better as a player. Like there's
yeah.
nothing against Ghosty, it's just Scrap is one of the he's a
He's
generational
been
talent.
season MVP. He's been season MVP the past 2 years.
Yeah, Scrap is a generational talent, but someone like Ghosty would be more selfless towards that play,
Yeah,
absolutely. Um, but yeah, there's not really much more yet. We will probably be back um when there is actual roster news.
yeah.
Um,
We'll be back at point.
I feel like the next couple of weeks will be will be looking at the beta and ROSTERMANIA mainly.
Yeah.
Well, the next 2 weeks definitely will be. After that, we'll be looking into um. Oh, and we gotta go and look at back at our stuff as well. But that's a
Oh yeah.
completely different thing.
Our predictions.
Our predictions from from last year and make new predictions for this year when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching. Um, and yeah, we'll be back next once again. So go and subscribe to us if you enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
Make sure you go and watch our shorts. That's the main thing right now. Big on
Watch the
shorts.
watch our reactions
Watch our
to
reactions to the moments.
EWC.
There were some good moments.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching. See
Peace.
ya.